Afternoon.
Tom, what was your overall assessment of practice from what you were able to see live?
I spent most of the time on the offense, so I'll look at the defense as we go forward. But I thought we had some plays. I think there's some things we got to get better at. As the guys that didn't play get more reps and the sun come out, we need to get in better shape there mentally and physically ready to play. But I thought they fought hard.
Have just fired head coach Todd Bowles. The decision, not a surprise.
This was officially announced last night, Kate. Really no surprise. It seems like all parties involved actually knew Bowles was going to get fired.
Should Todd Bowles be fired? And should it happen this season? There's no question that Bowles' seat is red hot.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. And welcome to the second episode in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise. In the last episode, we debuted the team, we got to know the team, but we did not set a game just yet. We did not play the first game of the season. That'll be in today's episode against the Washington Commanders and the second overall pick, Jaden Daniels. So that's going to be fun as well. But there is one big thing. You may have seen it in the little preview thing before the intro started, and that is Todd Bowles is no longer the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the reason is because I was thinking about this after I stopped recording the first video. I was like, it just doesn't feel right to not have Mr. Juice be the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so I decided to make an executive decision to fire Todd Bowles and replace him with Mr. Juice. So now we've got the OG head coach, the greatest of all time, the one who's won multiple Super Bowls, coach of the years. He's coached MVPs, rookies of the year, defensive players of the year, offensive player of the years. He's coached every single thing in the pro business. He's also trying to win a national championship in college, but at this point, he's in the NFL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the greatest of all time. It's Mr. Juice. He's coaching the Bucks now. So with that out of the way, it's time to officially begin the franchise. First game of the season against the Washington Commanders is coming up right now. If you go on to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. If you missed anything from the first episode of this series, go back and watch it. The link is down below in the description for the playlist. We just went over the team, we got to know everybody, and I gave my thoughts on what I think of each position and all that kind of stuff. So if you're curious about that, if you missed it, go back and watch it. And without further ado, it's time to begin the franchise. Week number 1 of season number 1. Let's get it started. So here we are. We've got our home game opening up year number 1 against the Washington Commanders and Jaden Daniels. On paper, it should be a victory, but you never really know. We are on all Madden difficulty, base all Madden, so we'll see how that plays out. I don't know. I'll be curious to see, but this is the squad. We've got Baker Mayfield at starting quarterback. We've got Rachaad White at running back, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I've been debating whether or not we make a trade to start the series because I don't usually do that. I don't usually ever make any trades at the very start of the series or even a rebuild, really. But I was thinking maybe we make a big splash. Maybe we trade Chris Godwin right out the gates and we get this series started hot. But then I was thinking, I don't really know if I want to do that. Does that ruffle too many feathers? What happens if I don't get the right amount of assets back for Chris Godwin? There's a lot that goes into it. But he's an expensive player, and he's a good player. But we have to get the right pieces back in return. We have to get enough assets to make everybody happy. there's some good trade packages in here. I mean, Chris Godwin holds a lot of value. He's only 28 years old, so he's still got a few years left in the tank. There's a lot of good pieces we could get back. But that, I think, is a trade that we hold on to for a little bit longer. I don't think we move on from Godwin, especially in week number 1. I think we want to see the whole team as a whole cohesive unit in the first ever game. So we can set our season goal here. Do I want to be conservative? Do I think we get 4 wins? I do think we get 4 wins. Do I think we get 7 wins? I do think we get 7 wins. Do we make the playoffs? I don't necessarily think we make the playoffs this year. So I am going to commit to 7 wins on the season. I think that's a reasonable thing to shoot for. Maybe we get more than that. Who knows? I have absolutely no idea, but I am going to be going for 7 wins on the season. And now it's time. It is time. We are playing the full game. It's 6-minute quarters, all Madden difficulty, base all Madden, no slider changes just yet. If we need to have some changes to make it even more difficult, then we certainly can. But this is what we are doing. We are rocking with the pewter, and what do they call it? The pewter, and is it just red, or is it there's some sort of different name for the color red for this year? I don't know. Pewter is, I know what they call the brownish kind of silver type of cannonball type of helmet brown color they use, but this is the home jerseys. Obviously, we can go with different ones later in the season. Like we've got our color rushes, which I do like. I like the all brown type or all one color. And then obviously we got the creamsicles, which I do love with the Tampa Bay Buccaneer biting the sword logo. That's amazing. Those are just classic uniforms. And then we can go with like the 2019 ones, which are the Jameis Winston uniforms. If you have any recollection of these uniforms, you think of Jameis Winston in these. Just chucking picks. Then you've got the color rushes. You've got the 2010s, which is what I grew up on, which are the Warren Sapp jerseys. Who else was on those teams? Derek Brooks. All these kind of uniforms that I think of when I think of these unis, and also the 2000s, obviously. But they were like the same uniforms for 2000s all the way up to like 2010. So those are the uniforms that I think of. Or those are the players that I think of when I think of Tampa Bay. And they went back to something similar with these current jerseys. But do we need to change the Commander uniforms? Do they have like a old school Washington uniform that just doesn't have any of the logos on it? I don't think they do. I feel like they should add that. Bring back their old school uniforms, because those uniforms were pretty clean. I mean, these ones are good too. Those old school uniforms were pretty clean. They just had the logo on them. So they should bring those back just without that. But they are going to rock just their normal away uniforms. And we're ready to go. It's going to be a tough team. They've got Jonathan Allen, Scary Terry. They've got the new rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels. We're going to see how he plays. I don't know. On paper, we should win. But does anything ever go how it should on paper in the game of Madden? Especially when I'm on the sticks? Absolutely not. So buckle up, get some popcorn, get comfortable, because it's going to be one wild ride from here on out.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Bucks, and it's all up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gordon, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
There's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We get to experience the new kickoff here in Madden 25 and also in real life. And we are off and running. Bucky Irving will take the kickoff to the 33-yard line, and here comes Baker. Baker, the cupcake maker. What will he do in his first game of the series? We've given him not necessarily the keys to the team, We've basically given him like a copy of the key just so he can get into the building, but he doesn't have full control of the team. Not yet, at least. Maybe he could get there if he plays unbelievably well, but he's not there just yet. So here we go. Obviously, we're going to be utilizing Mike Evans a whole heck of a lot because he's Mike Evans. He's the best receiver in the NFL sometimes. And he makes a good catch there. First play of the game for Baker is a pass. And it's Mike Evans for a big-time gain. Now, I am using a different passing setting than probably you're used to. And I'm just basically waiting until they add the college football way of passing into the game because I know that's coming very soon. Or at least I hope it's coming very soon. I know it's coming. I just don't know if it's coming very soon or not. I hope that it is. Because that way of passing is just better, in my opinion, than any Madden passing. So I'm just using this as a placeholder until we get that in the game. But if you're curious of what I am using, I'll go and show you. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Options, settings, game options. Like I said, we are on all Madden difficulty, but I am using placement and accuracy. A lot of people use placement, just regular placement passing. But I am waiting for the... And I don't think it's in the game. Unless placement and... Is regular placement the thing? Is that the new college football one? I don't think it's in the game just yet. I don't know. But I'm using placement and accuracy. So, obviously, we can change that if I need to, if I get frustrated by it. But I'm waiting for the college football way of passing to get added into the game. Oh my god, that's a huge hit. And I don't think it already is. I don't think that top one, that just placement one, I don't think that is the way, the college football one. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know, but it's been a good drive so far here for the good guys here on offense. Rashad White's kind of been cooking on the run game a little bit. 3rd and inches. Jonathan Allen almost ruined my day, but he didn't. Do we change to a pass here? No. We go back to a run. Make them think we're going to pass. Change it back to a run. The run's been working. Hand the ball off. It's not working there. Jonathan Allen, he almost got me last time. This time he actually does complete his job and get it done there. But I don't want to go for it. We're a gunslinging Baker Mayfield. We're an aggressive head coach. We're going for this pass, and it doesn't work. It's a turnover on downs. Was that a bad decision? Did I pass the ball the wrong timing? I don't know what happened there, why that was such an inaccurate pass. But now we get to see the rookie Jaden Daniels come onto the field for the very first time. And hopefully Kalijah Cansey can make his day a nightmare. Or at least somebody on the defense. That's going to be a quick first pass. First career pass for Jaden Daniels, and I can't tackle for some reason. Please tackle, my God. I keep going for cut sticks. It doesn't work. And I allowed that tight end to get way more yards than he ever should have. Okay. Not a good start to the game, and not a good start to my defensive run here on Madden. But did you expect anything different? If you expected me to play good on defense, then you just haven't watched the channel. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka with the sack. Let's go. So it wasn't Kalijah Cansey who makes the nightmare for Jaden Daniels. It's Joe Tryon-Shoyinka. And I could do that all day, baby. Let's do that again. 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to fake the handoff. Vita Vea is making some pressure, but Jaden Daniels using that athleticism, that quickness, that speed, the elusiveness. The reason he went number 2 overall in the draft, to get out of the pocket, survive Vita Vea, and get 3rd and 6 out of it. And another play action. They must run a lot of play action. Levante David saved the day! And he did. The veteran stops the conversion, and they'll punt the football back. Now, I don't know if Madden 25 has the same issue with hitting the kicker. It doesn't seem like they do. Thank God, because that is the most frustrating thing I've experienced in Madden in College Football 25. But it didn't happen on that time. Maybe it still is in the game. It just didn't happen on that one. All right, let's forget about the first drive and just go back to what worked to get all the way up to that point in the first place. So let's hand it off to Rashad White, but now they're ready for the run. Jonathan Allen is probably one of the best run stoppers in the entire NFL, and it looks like they like a lot of motion on their plays. I don't really like to run a lot of motion on my plays. I mean, it works in some cases, but if you run too much motion, then it just waters down the product. Let's get that football out. Throw a block for me. Thank God. Rashad White in space. Juke move doesn't nearly make him miss as much as I needed him to. That's still a really good screen from Rachaad White. We're already into the second quarter. We have accelerated clock going. We're 6-minute quarters. Oh my God! Jonathan Allen was in the backfield before he even handed the ball to Rachaad White. He could have sacked, or he could have tackled Baker. That's how quickly he was in the backfield. Baker didn't even get the handoff before Jonathan Allen was in the backfield. That's kind of wild. Another incomplete pass, 3rd and 14. This Commander defense is a little bit tricky, I will say. This Commanders defense is a little bit tricky. And Baker's not the most athletic quarterback in the world. He can do some things, but nothing too crazy. Cade Otton, middle, gets the big catch for the first down. I wasn't sure that was going to be completed, if we're being totally honest. I wonder if the slot fade is as dominant as it is in College Football 25. I doubt it, but we're going to find out. Chris Godwin's the run running. I'm going to send Palmer deep just in case he gets open too. Actually, we're going to check this down to Sterling Shepard. Or is it Sterling Shepard? There's another Shepard in the league, isn't there? That can't be Sterling Shepard, is it? I forget already. I got to learn my team. Who is that? It is Sterling Shepard. I forgot he was even still in the league. Whatever. He makes the catch. And we go 2nd and 4. Good throw from Baker. I'm just terrified to run the football with Jonathan Allen in the back, or in the on the defensive line. I mean, at the very beginning, he wasn't really making that much of an impact, but now he started to really make his presence felt, and I'm a little bit scared. 3rd and 7. That play didn't really go the way that I wanted it to. I'm going to roll. I'm going to fire interception. Yep, that's exactly how I expected that to happen, because I was throwing off my back foot, and the ball didn't even go anywhere near I needed it to go. Although it was going to be picked. It was never going to get to Mike Evans. There was never any room for that to fit in. But that's okay. It's completely fine. I'm not sad about it at all. It's just a turnover for Baker Mayfield. But Baker Mayfield's a gunslinger. He throws picks. That's what he does. He's like Jameis Winston. But he also throws touchdowns sometimes. Oh, that's a super delayed fake. Good tackle from Jordan Whitehead. Throwing him back. Not allowing him to pick up any extra yards. It's already the 2-minute warning. This game is flying by. It is already the 2-minute warning. No team has scored just yet. We've held the ball for quite a long time. The Commanders really haven't had the ball that much. Let's get to the backfield. Oh, great route. And it's a first down completion for Washington. That was a really great route. Nobody was really playing that tight of coverage on him. And I'd love to get to the quarterback here. Oh, that's a deep ball. Incomplete. Jamel Dean forces the pass deflection. Good breakup by Jamel Dean. I was hoping for a pick there, but it wasn't to be. At least we got the deflection. And now it's a fake. He's wide open. It's caught. Diving catch. First down, Commanders. All right, defense. We're starting to get a little bit cooked. Let's figure it out. We were winning when we were getting pressure on Jaden Daniels in that first drive. So let's do that again. It was Joe Troy on Shoyinka. It was Vita Vea. It was Kalijah Cansey. All these guys were getting pressure on the defense, or on the quarterback. And there it is again, but he gets it away, swatted away, almost picked off the deflection. That was like a volleyball swat at the net. That was kind of crazy. It almost got picked off the deflection, but it does go incomplete. Dan Quinn's the coach of the Commanders. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot he was the head coach of the Commanders now. Oh, that's wide open. It's scary. Terry McLaurin just destroying the defense as he usually does. Terry McLaurin is a menace. And now we're in a tough spot. Under 35 seconds to go in the half. And that's a false start, possibly? Please? On their tackle? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's much needed. That backs them up. 22 seconds remain in the half. This half has flown by so quickly. First and goal from the 8. Get to Jaden Daniels. It's a quick throw out. Good tackle. Levante David's right there. But 17 seconds, they use one of their timeouts. They have all 3 of them, so. They have not run the ball with Austin Eckler really at all. It's been a lot of play action, a lot of faking. And there it is again. He's wide open. It's Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. They take a late lead in the half. Oh, we should be tied right now. It should be 7-7. I shouldn't have missed that pass to Chris Godwin the first drive we had. All right, Jaden Daniels leads a very solid drive there, and he takes the Commanders down the field and scores. 14 seconds left, and they get the ball, I think, to start the second half. So I'm just going to let this drop. 14 seconds. We start at the 30. Is there any way I can get this football to Mike Evans with 14 seconds? We have all of our timeouts. I think I chose the wrong decision. I think Chris Godwin was a much more open man right there, but I panicked and threw it to the wrong guy. That's on me, because I really do think Godwin was much more open there. And speaking of, Godwin overthrown by Baker. Overthrown by Baker. I don't want to go traditional, just absolute, just go routes. I want to kind of give me a little bit of an option. Shepard's going deep. I got to send Evans deep. That's just obvious. And I think I give Mike Evans a chance. 50-50 ball. Actually, that was more like 25% ball. But we go into the halftime locker room down by 7. There was some missed opportunities there. I will say that much. There was definitely some missed opportunities. Ooh, the first time I get to experience this kick. Oh, here we go. Get to him, 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 get to him. Good job, good job. Okay, so 7-0. Injury already? I don't know. Let's go defense. Let's actually play some good defense here. Jaden McDaniels is getting that ball away pretty quickly. We obviously know he's athletic. Oh, that's great coverage, but how did he get that ball in there? That should have been at least knocked incomplete, if not picked off, but I guess my guy didn't turn around in time. I don't know. I pressed the button. He didn't. I must not have been on the right guy or something, because that is completed, and that is another catch. Jaden Daniels is slinging the rock right now. He's heaving. And it's working. He's finding some open receivers. Our secondary is getting kind of cooked. They give it to Austin Eckler, and I guess that's why they're not handing the ball off very much, because he gets shut down immediately. 3rd and 8. Let's force the punt. Step up, defense. They're going to change the entire play, but that's okay, because we're ready to go. Oh, it's a quarterback design run. What are they thinking? I mean, Jaden Daniels is quick and athletic, but that was never going to work. And it's a punt for the Washington Commanders. That was a weird decision. I respect the decision, but a very weird decision to call that, especially on a 3rd and 8 like that. That was a really good punt, though. 11-yard line is where we're pinned. All right, offense, we got to step it up. I'm still trying to get used to the game. I'm trying to get used to the passing. Just you wait until they bring in the college passing. I'm going to be cooking fools. Just you wait. I say that, and I'm probably going to get beat even more. Hand the ball off to Rachaad White. He's going nowhere. That never really opened up, never really developed. There's a lot of motion in this playbook. I don't necessarily like that. I might have to change offensive playbooks. I don't necessarily like so much motion on my plays. It's just not something I'm a fan of. I know it helps you decide or help you figure out if they're playing man or zone or not. I understand the benefits of it. I just not a big fan of motion that much. Big play out of the backfield for Rachaad White. Are they going to allow me to run the football, or is Jonathan Allen going to be a menace? He's not even out there on this play, so that helps. Hand the ball off. Rachaad White. The box is just getting so congested. There's just nothing in there for him. No space at all. Absolutely no space. Snap the football. Got to go underneath here. That almost got hit by the offensive lineman. That was a super low pass. But it is completed. Unfortunately, it's only for 5 yards. We're going to go option. I'm going to step up with Baker. And Baker Mayfield's got some speed. And Baker Mayfield's got some space. Huge first down for the offense. It took me a long time to get out of that pocket. I don't know if that's just a Baker thing or if that's how it happens for scrambling quarterbacks in Madden now. But it took me a while to get out of that pocket. Sterling Shepard holds on to the football, gets us to the 46-yard line, 2nd and 1. We'll go with a mesh spot. You know, I'm a big fan of the mesh play. It usually works, and it does again. Cade Otton up the field. Run somebody over. Yes, Cade Otton. That's what I'm talking about, big dog. Upper arm fracture for Chris Godwin. Well, there goes the trade possibility for at least a little bit. That's going to be at least a 4 to 6 week injury for Chris Godwin. And I got shut down immediately. Is that Daron Payne? I got shut down immediately on that run. All right, so we're going to have to think of a new way to run this offense without Chris Godwin involved. Is that going to work? Mike Evans behind shoulder, back shoulder should have worked. He dropped it, though. He had so much space. You see how much space he had? He might have scored a touchdown on that. A back shoulder throw dropped by Mike Evans, which is not something you say very often. Mike Evans doesn't drop a lot of passes. That's going to be intercepted. Can Rachaad White track him down, please? Thank God. I just was never looking at anybody else on that throw. I was always looking at Mike Evans there. To the instant replay, the first one of Madden 25, to break down what I was seeing on this. So, I was always looking at Mike Evans here. Or not Mike Evans. I was always looking at Sterling Shepard. I think he's the one who's running this route. I was always looking at Sterling Shepard here. He was never open. I saw this guy as I threw it. I saw him like right here, and I was like, oh, this is going to get picked off. But I still threw it because that's just what I do. So, and yes, this is probably a lot more open. I should have thrown this, but I didn't see this. And that is an unfortunate interception, especially when we were having a pretty solid drive. But yeah, Baker Mayfield with another interception on his resume. It's not his fault. It's my fault for not seeing it. But yeah, this is a little bit more difficult than I would have expected. Baker stepping back. Let me get a good little angle of Bake. Let me get a good angle of the Bake man. All right, let me take a little screenshot of that. Baker throws an interception, and we go back on defense. Starting the fourth quarter, there's not a lot of time left. Maybe this game has gone by really, really quickly. Maybe we do 8-minute quarters. I'm not 100% sure. Shoyinka couldn't get there. Jaden Daniels throws the pick. Jamel Dean. Throw me a block. Good job. Jamel Dean to the house, possibly. Eckler forces him out of bounds. Joe Tryon Shoyinka forced Jaden Daniels to roll out of that pocket and throw off his back foot. Jamel Dean comes back from his zone to go snatch that football. What a wild play. And he stays in bounds as well. Jamel Dean was covering 86, and then he reads the quarterback's eyes, sees that he's coming back to the sideline there, and he intercepts that pass and bails Baker Mayfield in the offense out. First turnover of the season for the Bucks defense. Now let's go put some points on the board to reward the defense. Hand off to Rachaad White. Lot of space. Rachaad White. I thought that was the right angle to take. It was not. But that's still a... Oh, man, Jeremy Chin is like all up in my grill. What are you doing, dog? Chill. Jeremy Chin was like bouncing, barking in my face. He was going crazy. Daddy, chill. Oh, God. That is unbelievable pressure on the play action. It's Jamin Davis. And that is a significant loss on the sack after the really good run from Rachaad White. We're going to go underneath to Cade Otton. It's going to be incomplete. I thought that I had more space than that. He came in quick. He came in very, very quick. All right. This did not go my way after that sack. 3rd and 21. Evans is open. Mike Evans. That gets us to 4th and 6. I don't think we can kick a field goal here. I understand. Yeah, they don't even want me to. I was going to say, I understand that it would take us down to a 7-3 game, but a field goal does nothing for us, really. Baker rolls out of the pocket. Baker Mayfield fires on his run. It's dropped by Palmer. No! I realized last second I wasn't going to be able to scramble for the first down with Baker. So I had to throw it, and I thought Palmer was going to be able to snag it. Oh, that's just a brutal way to turn over the football there. That would have been a magical first down for the Bucks offense. It would have been written in the stars if that would have been completed. It's destiny that we would have won this game, but it wasn't to be. Underneath throw. He's got a lot of space. I got blocked. I got sucked into a block. That's crazy. Whitehead stops him, and then Levante David brings him down. I got completely sucked into an animation there. Oh, it's Olamide Zacchaeus who was on that catch. That was unbelievable. Handoff to Eckler. He's going to have a lot of blocks and a lot of room. Levante David forces him out of bounds. This isn't going well. It's looking bad for the Bucks on offense or on defense here in week number 1. Oh. Get to the quarterback. We force Jaden Daniels out, but he's got enough space to score the touchdown. Commanders go up by 2 scores. I mean, there was just tremendous blocking, and nobody was in the middle of the field. There was nobody in the middle watching the quarterback at all. It's 14-0. Okay, not a great debut for the Juice here in Tampa Bay, especially on our own field. Not going too well. But maybe Bucky Irving can change that. Bucky Irving going down to the 36. Good return. We just really haven't had that spark on offense. I don't know what it needs to be to get that spark, but we haven't had it. I wonder if Keefe could make that safety follow him. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I got hit too many. The Commanders bring a lot of pressure. The screen worked the last time. I wonder if it works again this time. There's no harm in trying. Screen. Rachaad White gets enough blocks, and it's going to work again. Okay, the screen does pretty good job there. Rachaad White moves the football. But we go with a little bit of a unorthodox vertical play. I just need some time from the offense. If the offensive line can give me a little bit of time, I can find an open man. I had to check that down to Rachaad White, but he gets the first down. Hurry up takes us almost to the 2-minute warning, but I'm snapping it before because I need to get this off. It's going to work. Rachaad White's getting a lot of usage in this drive. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Rachaad White is getting a lot of usage. I don't really trust the 50-50 balls. Maybe I do with Mike Evans. I'm going to give him a shot. Mike Evans, go up and get it, big dog! That safety played a good role there. It's Derek Forrest. He played a good role there. He swatted that away. Evans initially beat his man, so he would have won the ball if he didn't have a safety helping. Sterling Shepard gets the first down, and it looks like I'm on auto timeouts. We can't be having... Oh, no, it's not auto timeout. It's an injury timeout. I can't lose both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That's going to be brutal if that happens. Baker Mayfield gets hit hard. Hits real hard. Holds on to the football, thank God, but I got hit real hard there. If I lose Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in the first game of the season, then we're going to be in just a world of pain. Cade Otton, what a play! Oh my God! Strained tricep, Evans is out for the game. That's not as bad of an injury as the fractured forearm for Chris Godwin. It should only be maybe this week or maybe even next week. But Evans should be back, thankfully. I cannot believe that play was made, that defensive play was made. Am I ever going to score my first touchdown of Madden 25 Tampa Bay Buccaneers series? Jalen McMillan holds on to the football. The young rookie. Making a big play. Took a hard hit, too. I'm going to give it to him again. Jalen McMillan, he's got the space and he's got the touchdown. Jalen McMillan is the man who scores the first touchdown of the series. The unlikely man. Okay. Maybe it's the breakout of Jalen McMillan. Now, obviously, we only have 43 seconds left, so we have to... I should probably go to the other kicking meter, shouldn't I? Now, obviously, we have to kick the onside here. And I don't know how that's going to go. Probably not very well. It's going to go onside. We're going to go with just a normal onside. I don't know what the difference is. But this is not going to go very well. Please take a bad bounce and get the ball to us. Touch it. Oh, he snatched it like that. That's crazy. All right, they get the football on the onside kick. Maybe we bring some blitzes. Why am I not bringing my blitzes up? Oh, that's great pressure in the backfield. We got to call a timeout. Unfortunately, Mike Evans had to use one of our timeouts, so we don't have all three of them. And they're going to go kneel down. They're going to go winning formation or victory formation. That's a little disrespectful. But, I mean, I can't stop it now because I have no more timeouts. So we are going to lose game number 1 of the series against the Washington Commanders. We arguably should have won this game. I will say that much. We totally should have won this game. Oh, that's tough. And there goes the accelerated clock. They're not going to kick this because they don't have to. Oh, they are going to kick it. Why would they risk it? Oh, because they kicked it out of bounds and then the time runs out. So we lose game number 1 at home. I just really hope that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin both aren't out for an extended period of time. I'm expecting Godwin to be out for a good amount of time, but I really, really hope that Mike Evans is back after this game, like he's back for next week. Or that's going to be a really interesting next episode, that's for sure. Oh, Cody gets an upgrade point. That's nice. Maybe he can turn into something. Jalen McMillan scoring the only touchdown is pretty awesome. There's only 1 new injury, so that means Chris Godwin is injured for a while, and it is 4 weeks. That's what I said. I said 4 to 6 week injury, and that's exactly what it is. But Mike Evans will be back for next game. Having Chris Godwin get hurt in week number 1 is not ideal. But we head to week number 2. We got a press conference that we'll take a part in. The Lions also lost, which is kind of interesting. Let's make sure Jamel Dean is ready to battle against Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay. I might need to move Jalen McMillan up the depth chart a little bit. I mean, he's already our number 4 receiver. Maybe he needs to play a little bit higher. Maybe he needs to be the number 3 receiver. And obviously he needs to probably be put in the slot as well instead of Shirley Steppard. So let's do that. Jalen McMillan's going to get his shot. Maybe he can develop. Not a good start, though. Not a good start at all. Do we go doubleheader already? It's the first game, or the first episode, technically, of the series in terms of just games. So do we go doubleheader? Or do we just stop it at 1? You know what? We're gonna go doubleheader. We're gonna go doubleheader already. Week number 2 against the Detroit Lions. Let's answer this press conference stuff. We're going doubleheader. I'm getting a little crazy. Press conference for week number 2. Next question. What do we got? Coach, how do you feel about the result in your season opener? Well, I don't feel too good about it because we should have won that game. Oh, wait, what happened? Did I skip it? Which side of the ball struggled more? Oh, okay, so it's a 2-part question. Our offense struggled or our defense struggled? Our offense struggled, that is for sure. Our offense has to make more plays. I struggled a little bit. I was still trying to figure out the stuff. What do we got? Baker, who needs to play better? Baker, Rachaad White played fine. The offensive line needs to play better. Our offensive line. I need more time in the pocket with Baker. I'm sure your players will have a reaction to you saying that. Yeah, I bet they will. Mind games. Motivated to play better after your comments that receive a +3 boost to run block for the next game. Okay, maybe that'll help Rachaad White out a little bit. But I wasn't really looking for run block. I was looking for pass block. All right, I guess I could do the strategy stuff. Do we need to go in here and do this crap? We've got Yaya Diaby, we got Baker, we got all this kind of stuff. I'll do the training, but I don't really feel like jumping in. So we'll simulate the training. Oh, we need to get a win here against the Detroit Lions. And why is it against the Detroit Lions of all teams? Oh, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? It's going to be tricky. We get an upgrade point, though. Is it for Diaby? It's for Jalen McMillan. That's huge. We'll give him slot receiver upgrade. He gets +1 to awareness and deep route, +2 to catch in traffic and catching. Okay. Jalen McMillan starting to becoming a threat, maybe. He has the touchdown. He's the only one with the touchdown. But I guess it's game time now against the Detroit Lions. A doubleheader in the second episode of the series. We're getting out of control already. But let's go get this done and hopefully get our first win. It's not going to be easy because it's against the Detroit Lions, but maybe we can turn some things around and I can play a little bit better.
It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we've got a rematch of last year's divisional round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Buccaneers and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled them as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want to.
We are here in Detroit for game number 2 of the season. Can we do any damage whatsoever and win this football game? That ball's out immediately, but it's picked up. I forced a fumble. That's a good start. And we got to take on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. You know what? I might just go and change the kicking meter back to the... Can I do it in this? Game options. Yeah, classic kicking meter. Stupid gnat. Let's go to the multimeter. Back to like college football. Okay. And they want me to blitz right off the bat? Get away. There's a gnat in my face. I don't want to blitz right off the bat. That's not the right idea. All right. How's this offense going to work? I guess we'll find out here. I got to go up against Penei Sewell with Kalijah Cansey. That's not a good matchup. How do you break that tackle? What in the world? The boom text failing me right now. That's ideal timing. Jahmyr Gibbs, who I think is actually hurt in real life. Did he get hurt in the preseason? I can't remember. But I had him in the backfield, and he broke off a tackle and gets a first down out of it. Unbelievable. What a start. What a start to the season, and what a start to the game. Oh, that's a great ball to the tight end. It's a catch, Sam Laporta. Another first down for the Detroit Lions. This could be ugly. Vita Vea was getting some big-time pressure in there, but it's another completed catch. This time it's to Jamison Williams, J-Mo. Whoa, this hasn't started really well, has it? I mean, we forced the fumble, and then all of a sudden they get the ball, and they even returned it for even more yards than they would have. Picked it off. Oh! How was that not picked off? That's an easy interception. 2nd and goal. Clear blitz situation here with Levante David. Get to the backfield. Get Jahmyr Gibbs. That's not even Jahmyr Gibbs. Who is that? Who's wearing number 5 for the Detroit Lions nowadays? It's not David Montgomery, is it? I don't think so. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. He gets the touchdown. Who is that? Number 5. I can't see the... Oh, it is David Montgomery. Okay. I didn't realize he was in Detroit again. Whatever. Lions score to start this game. That's not ideal. Knowing how our offense sucks is going to be a little bit tricky here. Especially going up against Aiden Hutchinson. Palmer's back to return. We got to find out who our kick return guy is going to be. I don't think it's going to be Palmer or anybody that we have back there. All right, Baker. You threw a couple interceptions last game. It was a little bit my fault, but you did throw a touchdown. And Mike Evans is back, so that helps out. No Chris Godwin for about a month, but I think we've got some wide receivers that can fill his shoes, at least a little bit. Oh, there was so much space. So much space, but I played it too safe to the line and got caught. All right, we got McMillan in the slot. We're going to send him on a corner. And we're going to bank on the fact that he wins. And he does. Good ball from Baker. And it's a catch for Jalen McMillan. Really good ball from Baker. All right, we're going to snap this. We're going to run some play action. Although nobody's open. I was going Mike Evans. If I would have thrown it to Mike Evans, it probably would have been picked off. So we kind of just have to take our loss there. Double slants. Is anybody going to be open here? Maybe. I got to roll out of this pocket, though. I'm just going to scramble with Baker. He's got some wheels. Might as well use them. Big first down for Baker Mayfield. Let's go with a slot out and then just look at maybe sending. They're stacking up on Jalen McMillan. That's kind of... Oh, no, because they're going to blitz. That's why they're stacking on him. And I had to get that ball away. I thought it was weird they were stacking on McMillan, but it's because they were sending the initial guy on the blitz. And then they were just sending the other guy behind him to cover McMillan. Oh, that's open. That's a good ball. Dropped by Shepard. I hate you, Sterling Shepard. Oh, that's a real good ball, and it's dropped. 3rd and 10. That's another good ball. It's caught by Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield with a real good ball right to Cade Otton, and he takes it to the house for 6. Oh, God. I got to get... Oh, God. Okay. I'm I got to get used to the meter now. I switched it, so now I got to get used to it. Luckily, I made that one. Okay, so unlike the Washington Commanders series, we actually did score very quickly instead of the fourth quarter when we scored the first time. Let's force another fumble here. That was pretty awesome. Okay, maybe not. But it is 7-7. Jared Goff kind of diced us up when he was out here for his first drive. So let's not do that again. I'd prefer not to do that. They're going to motion Laporta. Snap it. Oh, linebacker blitz. Get there. Get that pass interference, but they're not going to call it. I was completely screening Amon-Ra St. Brown like an NBA screenplay, but they didn't call pass interference there. Whatever. Works for me. I'd really like a sack on... What is that throw? The anticipation of Jared Goff is out of control, and it's a touchdown for the Detroit Lions. That might be the best throw I've seen from the CPU in a long time. I mean, he threw that right where only his receiver was going to catch it. In stride, perfectly in stride, and it leads to a touchdown. That was a tremendous throw from Jared Goff. And just like that, the Detroit Lions are destroying us here in week number 2. It may only be a one-touchdown game, but they are destroying us. Good return from Palmer. We got to get the job done here. We scored on our last drive, so we've proven it can be done. But we got to prove that it can be done consistently. We're going to roll with Baker. I'm going to panic and not make a move. Yep. I pressed the button, but I pressed the wrong button, so it's probably better that it didn't get thrown. But I didn't need to take the sack there. That was completely unnecessary. I don't know why I even took it. And that is the end of the quarter. I could have sworn that I had more time, but I guess I didn't. End of the first quarter. We're down by 7, and it's not looking too good, is it? It's not looking too good. I'm going to try to make that safety get confused and then try to find Mike Evans. I just need a little bit of time, offense. Come on. I just need a little bit. Not that much. You could see I was throwing the football. I just needed like a half a second more, and we would have had some game time movement there. And that's going to be intercepted by the Detroit Lions and probably pick 6 unless Wirfs can stop him. He can. Oh, how is that picked off by Emmanuel Mosley? Please let me know. That's the same play that I threw the touchdown on the previous drive. That is the exact same play. And this time, Emmanuel Mosley, look at how far he is behind it. He's at least a step and a half behind Cade Otton. And then he just gets this huge burst of speed. It's like he hit the NOS in Fast and Furious. And he gets this burst of acceleration and catches that football underneath Cade Otton. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, I'll play it in real time and you can see the speed boost. I mean, look at that. He just gets that crazy speed boost. Oh, okay. That didn't go very well. Another interception for Baker Mayfield. But it wouldn't be a World of Juice video without multiple interceptions thrown, because that's what I do. And that is another touchdown on a singular play. I didn't turn into the guy, apparently. I tried to turn into the guy that was covering him. It didn't let me. I don't know if this is the switch stick in Madden too, because if it is, then I'm going to suck on defense like I suck in College Football 25. Because I can't figure out the switch stick, apparently. But just like that, we're down by 2 touchdowns to the Detroit Lions. This is not good. Bucky Irving's got some space, but it closes quickly. Takes it to the 32. Oh. This is not good. And now, being down 2 touchdowns, I know we're still in the first half, but I feel like we can't really run the football. It feels like a waste to run the football because we got to score, but, I mean, we still got a lot of time. There's still a lot of football to be played. But, I mean, our defense can't stop anything. So we might as well score. Because if not, we're going to be in trouble. But that is a really good run. Good juke move by Rachaad White. Maybe we should run the football. This might be the only way we can score. Rachaad White with a huge run. Somebody else is injured. I don't like to see that because it looks like an offensive lineman. Oh, no, it's Cade Otton. Cade Otton is injured. That is bad. That's very, very bad. Cade Otton injured on the play. Rachaad White trying to get in the end zone. He stopped at the 1. Maybe he's going to be the only way we can score points. We're going to motion him to the other side. Rachaad White, win the tackle battle. We couldn't do it. Cade Otton has an abdominal tear. The injury bug is killing me. First Chris Godwin, now Cade Otton. What is with the injuries? Thank God he rolls himself into the end zone. Rachaad White scores a touchdown, and we are somewhat in this game. We just have to hope that our defense actually dominates and just... you know what? We don't even need them to dominate. We need them to actually just be present on the football field, because right now it seems like the Detroit Lions are playing 11-on-0. There's nobody else even out there. So let's actually step this up. If we could force another fumble, that'd be amazing. Oh, that was great boom tech, but it didn't really work. I got a fully green boom tech, but it didn't do anything, apparently. Whatever. All right. Please, defense, play like you're on the field. Quick throw. Laporta, take his knees out. Good job, Levante David. They want us to blitz. I denied it the first time. I will accept it this time. Let's just get some pressure on Jared Goff. They're going to motion Laporta. They're going to snap it now. Get to the quarterback. He's wide open. Make the tackle. He broke the tackle. He broke the tackle again. Boom tech is crazy. You have to be at the precise angle or they're just going to break a tackle every single time. Luckily, we get the ball to start the second half, but I don't want the Lions to go up another touchdown on us. Oh, I thought that was a keeper. I thought it was play action, and the quarterback was going to keep that because I would have sacked him out of his shoes if he kept it. We do catch Jahmyr Gibbs before he gets the first down. They motion Laporta again. They like motioning their tight end. Quick snap. That ball is thrown amazingly to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He comes back and looks for it. Our DBs just can't contain. They can't keep up with them. 2-minute warning. The DBs just cannot keep up with Amon-Ra or with anybody. Jared Goff is acting like prime Patrick Mahomes right now. Actually, no, he's not playing like Patrick Mahomes. He's playing more like Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers or Eli Manning, somebody like that. Oh my God, please play the ball. I'm turning into these guys when I need to. They're just not attacking the football. Think of all the picks I could have. Or at least pass breakups. Pick that off. It's intercepted! Britt! And I'm going to take it out. Probably not the right idea, but I'm going to take it out anyway. Britt with the interception. KJ Britt. Doesn't he look like Kevin Pierre-Lewis a little bit in his picture? Why are you letting Greg Gaines jump over you like that? That is not the right idea. You should not be letting him jump over you. That's a nice interception. Finally, you see what happens when it turns me into the right guy at the right time? I pick it off. I'm going to... Oh, God, that was not a good ball. Did I get hit on that? I thought McMillan had some separation here. I need to see the replay here. Did I get hit? Oh, I did. At the last second, I got hit and it forced it to be a bad throw. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to say, because that ball normally should have just got out on time, but I took the hit and it forced a bad throw. You know what? They got no safety help. If McMillan can just burn by his linebacker that's guarding him, McMillan could have some separation here, but he couldn't do it. Sterling Shepard holds on to the football. How in the world did a linebacker stay with Jalen McMillan, of all people? I know McMillan's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's faster than a linebacker. I gotta roll, I gotta roll, I gotta roll, I gotta roll, I gotta roll. It's Keefe, and he drops it. I hate my team. I want to fire them into the sun. Catch the football. All right, Mike Evans. I'm sending you deep. I believe in the word of the God. It's Mike Evans. Under a minute to go. You got to be faster than that, Mike. You can't let the safety catch you. I know it's Obi Melifonwu. Oh, is it Obi or is it it's Ifawan? I don't know how to say it. Whatever. It's a Melifonwu. But that's a huge play. And that might be an offside call. That seems to be something very prevalent in this Madden 25 game. And I stepped out of bounds. I tried to stay in bounds, but I couldn't. I've noticed that a lot. That the defense steps out or steps off sides when you do no huddle because they just don't adjust. They don't get back on their side of this line of scrimmage. It's very, very common, at least in the first few games I've played. We've got no time left. Ah! Accelerate clock killed that time. We had 30 seconds, and I ran no huddle, and it took away like 20 of them. Took away 20 of my seconds. Insanity. Baker, run, touchdown. We have tied it at 21. Well, in theory we have. Good job, Bake. Good scramble. And that should be 21, thank God. 11 seconds remain. Woo! This has been quite the first half. A lot more interesting than that first game against the Commanders, that is for sure. But that was my first game of Madden 25 proper. Like, I've jumped in some moments, I've done some other things, but I haven't played like a full game until that game right there, so I was just trying to get my feet wet a little bit. But now I'm starting to get it. 7 seconds and 3 timeouts. Do they try to cook up anything special here? They hand it to Jahmyr Gibbs. They don't call a timeout. They end the half. Okay, perfect. So we go into the halftime locker room, somehow tied at 21. I'm not quite sure how we've done it, but we've done it. I'll take it. I will take it. And we get the ball to start the second half. The momentum is on our side, ladies and gentlemen. The momentum is on our side. Let's rally. And checkers. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield coming off of a great drive. Let's get this ball in the hands of Rachaad White and try to cook some more offensive possessions. I mean, look at these blocks. Rachaad White squeezing through. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And I've noticed that Cade Otton's still not in the game. How injured is he? He has an abdominal tear, and he's to be determined. I don't like that. Why'd they have to give him an abdominal tear? Rachaad White, little check down just to get the first down. Baker's kind of hype. Let's continue to run this football. It seems to be working. And now, of course, it doesn't. Of course, the moment I say it seems to be working, it stops working. That's exactly how it happens. Almost to a T. If I can just have some time, I might be able to find somebody. And I do. It's Palmer a little bit behind him, but he stays up on his feet for a first down and more. That ball was a little bit behind, but it still is caught and completed for a big gain. So it works out. Oh, Rachaad White. Oh, it's a hold. It's going to be a great run, too, and it's a stupid hold. I haven't really been burned by the hold yet in Madden 25, and that's my first time. That's the first time we've been burned by the hold. That was a really good run, too. Okay. 1st and 20. What kind of routes are these? These are kind of insane little routes they got going on here. Nobody's even on this side of the football field. I'm going to throw a pick, probably. No, McMillan catches the football. I love this man. What am I doing? I am the craziest person to ever pick up a controller and play Madden 25, but it worked to perfection there. That's exactly how I drew it up. That is exactly how I drew it up. I totally didn't panic and choose the wrong person to throw to. Just scramble with Baker Mayfield. I might have had something there, but I got even more yards than I probably could have. Great play by Baker. I don't know how that was caught by Jalen McMillan. I thought that was for sure an interception. For sure an interception. And Rachaad White, we will take the lead for the first time against the Detroit Lions. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers with that never give up attitude. John Cena told me to never give up, and I'm never giving up. Tampa Bay with the lead. What a way to start the second half. Now let's go back out on defense and maybe pick off Jared Goff again. I mean, that would be awesome. That would be ideal. I would love it. There's a big boom hit from Randy Gregory, but stupid Nat is back. Big hit from Randy Gregory, but no fumble like that first play. All right, defense. We've got some momentum. Let's do this. They're going to motion change the entire play. It doesn't help that Vita Vea's got to go up against Frank Ragnow, and he's most likely getting double teamed on every single play. Okay. We forced out of bounds on the backup Zylstra, backup tight end. Let's see if Randy Gregory can make an impact over here. Not really. Dropped by Laporta. Good defensive play. That might have been KJ Britt who made the tackle. He's already got the interception. It's 3rd and 2. They're motioning to a wide set. Do they switch to a run? They don't. Can we get the sack, please? Troy Onshawink, I missed the sack because I'm a horrible player this football game, but we do force the incomplete pass anyway. He throws that out of bounds. A 3 and out for the Detroit Lions? Is this real life or is this a fantasy? The punt is to Palmer. I'm going to fair catch this because there's no blocking whatsoever. Whew. This is our chance. You get one shot, one opportunity. Will we do this? The handoff is unbelievably covered by the defense. I don't even know if he knew what he was doing, but he got there crazy quick. Not a good start. When running has been one of our best options, that's not a good start. Kieft will keep the ball. I probably should have went Mike Evans there. Might have been a smarter idea. I don't really want to go play action, though. Let's go vertical Y option. But I don't like this either. But it might work. I'm going to go Rachaad White out of the backfield. He's got a lot of space. Oh, I really needed a block there. That worked. I'll take that. Good job, Baker. 204 and a touchdown. Does have a pick, but 204 and a touchdown. That worked. And let's flip this and go other side of the field here. 23 seconds. If we can get this to the 4th quarter with a touchdown, I'd be really happy. We get 3 yards on the carry. Does the smash hammer work? Probably not, but we're going to call it and see. You know what? We're just going to... Oh, triangle's so wide open. I probably should have waited a little bit. No, Baker Mayfield! Jalen McMillan is a god. I tried to slide, but I was already in an animation with the tackler. And Baker fumbled the football, but Jalen McMillan dives on it and saves our drive. Thank you, baby Jesus. I saw McMillan was so open on that throw, but I was already committed to the run. I was already running the football, so I had to run it with Baker. Man, that would have been... Okay, this is the same play. Will McMillan get open as much as he was last time we ran this, just a couple plays ago? Yes, he is open. Jalen McMillan. That play might be money for Jalen McMillan. Nobody really seems to cover that middle, and he just gets super open. That's a crazy good play. Handoff to Rachaad White, bouncing off a couple of players. Should I turn on shoe clock, or would that be stupid? Oh, I guess shoe clock's already running. Well, auxiliary clock is running. So I probably don't need to turn on shoe clock. Let's go underneath to Mike Evans. He holds on to the football, breaks the tackle. Mike Evans, the god! To the 1. And another injury. Can we stop getting injuries, please? I'm asking. I'm begging. Please stop injuring my players. Handoff to Rachaad White. Get in the end zone, big dog. A 2-touchdown lead on the road in Detroit. Oh, and he's getting sturdy. Hit him with it, Rachaad. And it's in torn labrum for our starting center, Graham Barton. Oh my God, we're getting killed with injuries, bro. We are getting absolutely decimated by injury. We've lost Chris Godwin for a month. We've lost Kate Otten for who knows how long. And now we've lost our center for probably a month as well with a torn labrum. We've only played 2 weeks of NFL football. I hate injuries, man. Why did I turn on injuries? Tackle this guy, please. Thank you. Khalif Raymond with a nice return to the 25. Come on, defense. One more big stop and we can end this game. One more big stop and we can end it. We can end it right here. Get to the quarterback. Vita Vea will do just that. That's a bomb! Incomplete! They tried to take it all on one singular play. It almost worked. It almost worked. Jamison Williams dove for his life to get that, but he could not reach it. Quick throw. That's more like the offense I've experienced so far. And Laporta is just barreling through defenders. Gets up to the 47-yard line. All right, defense. I don't like that. Let's play a little bit better. Do they go onside kick if they score? I guess we'll have to judge that when we get there. If we get there. Quick throw. Pick that off. No! Jamison Williams up the side of the field. They will score immediately. He was never going to get caught. He's got like 96 speed. That is a tough situation to be put in. I tried to pick it off, but I think my guy was a little bit too far. He was a little bit too back behind him, and he was never going to be in position to grab that. Do they go onside kick, or is there too much time? I'm going to go normal kick. Yeah, okay. I thought that there's 3 minutes left, and they're only down by a touchdown. I didn't think that they would go onside. But this just opens up tons of possibilities to chew clock. Give me that chew clock and give me the football with Rachaad White. Let's take down this entire clock. Hand off to White. He's got a lot of room. That's a great first start. That is a great. He's got 103 yards on 16 carries and 3 tutties. Well deserved from Rachaad White. He's been a grinder today. And look at all that clock chew off. You love to see it. Hand the football to White again. Cut it inside. They weren't expecting it, but they were. It's 3rd and inches. I really didn't think they'd expect that. All right, unfortunately, we're going to have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. But if we can get the first down, it won't matter, and we do. Big handoff to Rachaad White. 2-minute warning. They will now start to use their timeouts. So first down hopefully ends this game. Let's just get there. We cannot give the Lions the football. That is the worst case scenario if we give the Detroit Lions the football back. Oh my God. I got to get in the gamer stance for this. Oh, Aiden Hutchinson, he was a problem from the get-go there. I knew running that side was going to be a problem, but I cannot, in good consciousness, give the Lions the football back. We have to get the first down here. Jalen McMillan wide open. It's a good ball. Stay in bounds. What a juke move as well. Oh, I love you, Jalen McMillan. I love you. 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 He was wide open. He stays in bounds. They use their timeout, and that should be the ball game. Are you going to make me? What are you doing? Why did the clock not accelerate? Oh, is that not in the game? I thought the clock would accelerate the whole time, like it does in college football. I guess that's not in the game. But Rachaad White with a huge run. Just don't fumble, please. Oh, my God. My God, don't fumble. All right, but the chew clock does work. Snap it. Kneel it down. And now we don't have to snap it again. We are going to come into Detroit off the back of a depressing Week 1 loss that was very avoidable. And we are going to beat the Detroit Lions, who, to be fair, started 0-1 as well, but they are a much better team on paper than we are. And we were down our starting center at the end of that game. We didn't have Chris Godwin the entire game, and we didn't have Cade Otton for most of that game as well. So we were down a lot of pieces in this game, and we still won the freaking football game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Mr. Juice have their first win of the season. What a start. What an episode. What a freaking episode. Baker gets a win. He played really well in this game. You got to give it up to good old Bake. And that was a huge interception by KJ Britt. A huge interception. There was probably no more massive play than the KJ Britt interception. Although, the play that there's 2 Jalen McMillan plays that probably were as massive. One of them was obviously the first down conversion that got him to got the Lions to use their final timeout of the game. But the other one was when I was scrambling to the far right side of the field and just heaved it down the field, and McMillan came back to the football, caught it for the first down. Those are probably the 2 other plays that mattered the most in that game. Jamel Dean gets an upgrade point. That's beautiful. And we get our first win of our coaching career. But this is not good. We've got 2 new injuries. Please do not be severe. Graham Barton out for 4 weeks. Kate Otten out for 4 weeks. We are getting hit with crazy injuries now. Week number 3 is going to be wild against Bo Nix and the Broncos. Oh, this is going to be quite the next episode. But we have a linebacker breakout, I'm assuming for KJ Britt, and then a running back breakout for Rachaad White. We've got some crazy things happening next episode. It's going to be absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. But this offense looks a little bit different now with some big injuries. Some very, very big injuries. I'm thinking about putting Jalen McMillan at number 2, but that would take him out of the slot spot, and I don't really want to do that. Oh, this is going to be tricky. This offense is not good. I mean, look at this offensive line. It's tragic in the middle without Graham Barton, so we need to make... I might even need to sign some free agents just for the month to hold us over. I mean, is there any offensive lineman available? What kind of offensive lineman do we have? We got a 68. That doesn't really help us. A 69 at center is not really that much better. And a right guard at 71. Michael Schofield could be an option. Maybe we bring him in. We play him at left guard or something. And then at least that has a 70 overall. Then there's a couple tackles who are 70. Any other free agents on defense? Chandler Jones, Alexander Johnson, J.C. Jackson's here. That could be fun. He's only 28 years old. You know what? I might bring in J.C. Jackson. He's only 28 years old. He can't be that bad. We bring him in. Quandre Diggs. What about on offense? We got Ryan Tannehill. You got Jerick McKinnon. Cordell Patterson's interesting. Dalvin Cook. Who's the fastest player in free agency at running back? It is Ngwangu. Then Breida, Pierce Strong. Okay, we've actually got one of them. Sean Tucker, who's on our practice squad, is one of the fastest players in free agency. Or in this spot. Tyler Harrell has 97 speed on the practice squad of the Jets. Maybe we bring him in. There's also Robbie Chosen. Tyquan Thornton is available. I might bring in Tyquan Thornton. I was a big fan of him in New England. He never really got a shot. Might bring him in. Tight end wise, what do we got here? We got 40-year-old Mercedes Lewis, Logan Thomas, Irv Smith, Jimmy Graham. Give me a little Irv Smith action at tight end. Just trying to improve the team in any way necessary, any way possible. Bring in some nice free agents. We got to cut some people. We'll cut some of the scrubs at the back end. We'll cut Kyle Trask. We'll cut Mike Green, Marquis Watts, and we'll cut Jose Ramirez as well. No. We'll cut Payne Durham. No, we won't cut him because maybe he turns into something. You never know. All right, we'll cut those guys. Then we'll go and generate the best lineup. What an episode, though. We lose game 1. We arguably should have won it, but I didn't play very well in that game. And then we win game number 2. So Schofield comes in to fill a guard spot. Irv Smith starts at tight end. We've got Tyquan Thornton now, who I want to get a little bit more play time. And what I could do is move McMillan up to number 2 and then have Tyquan Thornton in the slot. Maybe we do that. I don't know. Defensively, then, do we add anybody on defense? We added J.C. Jackson. That's right. So J.C. Jackson comes in to be another corner for us. Hopefully that'll work out. All right. We will see what happens in the next episode. I should probably take Gregory off of the rush right end spot. That would make a little bit of sense. Let's get Braswell as the rush end over here, and then we put Shoyinka on that side of the field. So let's take Gregory off of this spot. Because I want to get the usage for our young guys. So Shoyinka is going to get some play time here. Gregory, and then Diaby's going to be in there. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. All right, so we made a few additions in free agency. Nothing too crazy, just to fill out some injury holes. Okay, so next episode, we've got a huge linebacker breakout. That's probably for KJ Britt. And then the running back, obviously, is Rachaad White. So some big implications for next episode, but we got the Denver Broncos and possibly the Philadelphia Eagles if we go double header. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.